this video, we'll look at the different ways to scramble a test, including how to scramble a test when exporting for Word, exporting for a learning management system, printing to a PDF, and scrambling an online assignment. To scramble a test, you can click the Scramble button. You can also select Scramble from the Test menu, or the Set menu if you're working with a question set. Before we scramble this test, let's notice which question is currently first. Then we'll click the Scramble button. The Scramble dialog box offers a few options for what to scramble. We can scramble the order of the questions. We can scramble the order of the question choices in multiple choice, multiple response, and multi-mode questions. If you want to return the test to its original state before it was scrambled, you can select Reset Test from the Scramble menu. If you group your test by question type, another scramble option is enabled, which allows you to scramble the order of the question type groups within the test. With all three options selected, the order of the question type sections in the test, the order of the questions within those sections, and the answer choices in the individual questions will all scramble. Let's turn off grouping by type and scramble again. If you want multiple scrambled Word versions of a test, you can export one version from the File menu, then you can scramble the test again and export another Word file. If we open the two Word files, we can see that the first question is different in each one. In general, you would only export scrambled Word versions if you wanted to make changes to the layout and formatting after the export. Otherwise, you would want to print multiple versions of a PDF because there are more options, as we'll see later. If you want separate scrambled versions of a test to import into your learning management system, you can follow the same steps to scramble the test. Then export the test in the format you need for your LMS. Then repeat the steps of scrambling and exporting until you have the number of versions you want. If you want scrambled versions of a printed test, then the best way to do that is to print multiple versions of a PDF. From the File menu, select Print to PDF. Then select Multiple Versions. When you print multiple versions of a PDF, you have access to the three scramble options found in the Scramble dialog box, as well as a fourth option that allows you to recalculate the algorithms in questions that have variables. When you have the scramble options you want selected, click Print Version to generate a PDF. You can return to the Print Options dialog box to print another version. The Total Versions Printed field will update to display a count of the versions you've created. If we open the two PDFs we created, we can see that the first questions are different, and each PDF has a version number on every page of the PDF. When you create a scrambled PDF, it will also contain a scramble map on the last page to help you trace a question in the scrambled version back to the original, or to locate the same question across multiple versions of a printed test. Another way to scramble the questions in a test is by creating an online assignment in the Classes and Assignments section. Begin by opening a class. Then drag a test onto the class to open the new assignment wizard. Use the first two steps of the wizard to set the grading and roster settings. On the third step, you can set the scramble options as you would when printing multiple PDFs. The test is scrambled when the student starts the assignment, so each student receives their own version of the test. You can check the Scramble settings for an assignment by clicking the pencil menu for the assignment, and then selecting View Assignment Summary. And that's an overview of all the different ways you can scramble questions in a test.